Episode 747 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And welcome to episode 747. Okay. Bomber sounds. Whatever. So this is, I don't think it's a tough question, but I think it's one that can be thought of in a quirky way that serves you very well in an interview. And listen to my answer. I think you'll find it interesting. And if you do, give it 5 stars in iTunes in particular. It does help other people discover the show. Again, as I am for May, I'm still offering my discount on coaching. More than 40 people have taken me up on my offer so far. We're almost at 50, and instead of charging $250 for a half-hour session, it is only $99. So send me an email at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching, and you'll get a response back from me with how to make payment, and we'll schedule a time to speak. Now let's get going, okay? And the question for today is, and I know you're not going to really think this is a tough interview question, but I want to explain why I include this. What are your hobbies? Now, what they're trying to do is connect with you in some way. And at the same time, use something to evaluate you with, to see if you're an A performer or you go to your job and go home and forget about everything. So they're not looking to find out whether you're a member of the resistance or a member of the Republican National Committee as part of your part-time work. What they're trying to do is see if there's something that could be translated into work-related stuff. And I know there are things in terms of organizing that could translate, but you open up the possibility of being rejected based upon politics or faith or other things when you bring in religious organizations, when you bring in political activism, stuff along those lines that I don't think really serve you. And it may be true, but do you want to be someone who is right, or do you want to look at something a little bit differently and get the results? So what I suggest people do proactively is think about the things that they do outside of work and tell the story of being actively involved so that you demonstrate something that's congruent with the work that you do. So for example, the obvious case is, what I do, and this is the story for a salesman. What I do is, I compete in martial arts. I belong to I work with a sensei. We test regularly. It is fabulous for my edge to be in a situation where I am constantly competing. See, you understand why that story works? And yes, I could go into this big elaborate story here, but I just want to make the simple point that there are things that you do in your personal life that demonstrate the right tone for answering this question. If you think being a mom doesn't show that you can be well organized, that you have empathy and care for people that you're interacting with, you're missing the point of all this. This is something that brings out a great quality that an employer wants to see in the new hire. And it brings it right to the surface in a very subtle way, so that it's a part of your life and you demonstrate authenticity all in answering this question. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways that you can connect with me. The first one, of course, is reach out to me on LinkedIn. My page there is linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love to hear from my listeners. It just puts a big smile on my face. Next, if you're an executive and interested in my coaching you, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. Mention in the subject line that you're interested in coaching. I'll reach back to you. We'll set up a time to speak. We'll figure out whether this makes sense. I want to be clear. I'm not here to be your recruiter. I no longer do search work. I'm a coach helping people find their next position. And as such, my work is not free. I'm not doing this as a charitable endeavor. I'm here to see whether I can help you and whether your background is something where I can be of service. And if you're not an executive, the best place to connect with me is with jobsearchcoachinghq.com. That's my site where I've curated information that I've created and other people have created. It's there with their permission, of course. And you can ask me questions. So right now there's over 400 pieces of content there, plus the ability to ask me questions. So again, jobsearchcoachinghq.com is that site. And by the way, and I haven't really mentioned this on the site, in addition to doing job search coaching, I also do executive coaching and life coaching. And I've done so for years. So if you're interested in that, message me again at my email address, jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. Tell me about what you're interested in, and I'll get back to you and we'll talk about it. Hope you found this helpful, and in the meantime, have a great day. Take care.